Welcome back to Han Invest TV, where we uncover the hidden truths about money, wealth building, and the psychology behind financial success. Many people believe that cutting out their morning coffee is the golden ticket to becoming a millionaire, but that is false. We have been taught that saving every single penny is a virtue, yet this mindset often traps us in poverty forever. Today, we are going to break down why the cheap mindset is actually expensive and how it destroys your financial future. Let us start with a common scenario involving a man named Nick, who prides himself on never paying full price for anything. Nick sees a gas station nearby, but he refuses to stop because he knows there is a cheaper one further away. He decides to drive 15 minutes out of his way just to save 10 cents per gallon at a distant station. And he feels a rush of victory as he fills up his tank, believing he has outsmarted the system and saved money. However, let us look at the real math behind this decision to understand why Nick actually lost money on this trip. First, the car consumed extra fuel to get there and back, which immediately eats into the small savings he just made. More importantly, Nick completely ignored the value of his time, which is the most precious resource any of us possess today. He spent 30 minutes of round-trip driving to save less than $2, valuing his time at below minimum wage rates. If Nick earns $30 an hour at his job, he effectively spent $15 of his time to save $1. This is the trap of penny pinching. You focus so much on the price tag that you forget the hidden costs. Wealthy people understand that time is money, and they would rather pay a premium to save time for more productive activities. Now let us talk about the famous latte factor, the idea that buying coffee is the reason you are not rich. Financial gurus love to tell you that skipping this daily pleasure will somehow make you a millionaire in 30 years' time. Yet, these same people often ignore the massive elephant in the room, which is their fixed monthly expenses like car payments. They stress over a $5 coffee, but happily sign a contract for a car payment of $680. This is a classic mistake in priority, focusing on the small variable costs while letting the large fixed costs destroy your budget. You could cut out coffee for the rest of your life, and it would not make up for buying too much car. True wealth building involves optimizing the big three expenses: housing, transportation, and food, not depriving yourself of small daily joys. This brings us to a psychological concept called decision fatigue, which explains why being cheap drains your mental energy every day. Imagine standing in the aisle, agonizing over whether to buy the brand name sauce or the generic one to save 30 cents. Your brain has a limited amount of decision-making energy each day, and wasting it on trivial choices leaves you depleted. By the time you need to make important decisions, like negotiating your salary or choosing an investment, you are too tired. The energy you spent saving pennies at the grocery store cost you the mental clarity needed to make thousands at work. This is why successful people like Steve Jobs wore the same outfit every day, to eliminate small decisions and save energy. Automating your small decisions allows you to focus your powerful brain on problems that actually move the needle financially. And another major trap of the cheap mindset is refusing to invest in yourself because you view education only as a cost. A person with a poverty mentality sees a $500 course as an expense that takes money out of their pocket. However, a person with a wealthy mindset views that same course as a seed that will grow into future income. They understand that if they learn one new skill that raises their salary, the return on investment will be infinite. Cheap people try to save money by figuring everything out themselves, wasting years of trial and error to avoid paying experts. Smart investors pay for speed. They buy the knowledge of others to skip the line and reach their financial goals faster. Finally, let us discuss the social cost of being cheap, which can be the most damaging factor to your long-term wealth. Imagine being at a dinner with friends and insisting on splitting the bill down to the exact penny for what everyone ate. This behavior signals to everyone around you that you are petty, difficult to work with, and operate from a scarcity mindset. People do not want to do business with misers. They want to work with generous people who understand value and fairness. Being generous with a lunch bill can build a relationship that leads to a business deal worth thousands of dollars later. If you save $20 on dinner but lose the respect of your peers, you have made a terrible financial trade. The cheap mindset is rooted in scarcity, believing there is only a fixed amount of money and you must hoard it. The wealthy mindset focuses on abundance, believing that you can always create more value, earn more money, and expand your life. It is not about spending recklessly. It is about spending consciously on what matters and cutting costs mercilessly on what does not. Instead of spending 3 hours clipping coupons to save $10, spend that time preparing to negotiate a $5,000 raise. Focus your energy on the income side of the equation, because there is a limit to how much you can save. You can only cut your expenses to zero, but your potential to earn more money is theoretically unlimited if you grow. Surround yourself with people who talk about ideas and growth, not people who brag about how much they saved on socks. Change your vocabulary. Stop saying, "I cannot afford it," and start asking, "How can I afford it?" to trigger creativity. When you shift from a defensive strategy of pinching pennies to an offensive strategy of making money, your life changes completely. Let us go back to Nick. Imagine if he stopped driving for cheap tea and used that time to learn investing. He would not only be richer financially, but he would also be richer in time, energy, and peace of mind. True wealth is not just a number in a bank account. It is the freedom to live life on your own terms. Start valuing your time today. Outsource tasks that you hate and are low value so you can focus on your strengths. And every moment you spend worrying about pennies is a moment you are not spending building your empire and your legacy. Break free from the chains of the cheap mindset and step into the expansive world of wealth creation and opportunity. If you found yourself nodding along to this video, it is time to make a change in how you view your money. Stop counting the seeds and start planting the forest. Your future self will thank you for the shift in perspective. Remember the 4 pillars we discussed. Value your time, protect your energy, build social capital, and invest in your growth. Take a small step today. Maybe delete that coupon app or buy that book you have been too cheap to purchase. Walk with the confidence of someone who knows their worth and refuses to settle for anything less than total abundance. The world is full of opportunities for those who look up from the discount bin and start looking at the big picture. Life is a strategy game, and you cannot win by playing defensively forever. You must make bold moves to succeed. Let your money be a tool that lifts you up, not a heavy chain that weighs you down in mediocrity. Your financial habits create ripples that affect every other area of your life. From your relationships to your mental health, there is a profound joy in having the capacity to be generous, which is something the cheap mindset will never experience. Expand your horizon, dream bigger, and stop letting the fear of spending money keep you from making more of it. Set your internal compass towards wealth creation and value, and you will find that the path becomes much clearer immediately. Teach the next generation not just how to save, but how to invest, how to value time, and how to give. Bridge the gap between your current reality and your financial dreams by changing your mindset from scarcity to abundance today. Your health. Your knowledge and your network are assets that depreciate if you are too cheap to invest in them. Aim to have a cup that runneth over so you have enough for yourself and enough to share with the world. Release the anxiety of the penny-pinching life and embrace the freedom of the wealth-building life starting right now. Look in the mirror and ask yourself if you are worth investing in. The answer should always be a resounding yes. Equip yourself with the best tools you can afford because you are a professional building a life, not an amateur. The moment you reframe your expenses as investments is the moment you stop being a consumer and start being a capitalist. The city is full of lights, and each one represents an opportunity for those who are willing to pay the price. Do not just watch this video and go back to your old ways. Take action and change your financial destiny. If you know someone who is stuck in the cheap trap, let's share this video with them to help wake them up. Please hit the like button if you got value from this. It helps us spread this message to more people. Join the conversation in the comments below. Tell us about a time when being cheap actually cost you more money. We love reading your stories and learning from your experiences, so do not be shy and share your thoughts with us. Check out our other videos on wealth mindset and investment strategies to continue your journey towards financial freedom and success. The climb to wealth is not easy, but it is much harder if you are carrying the heavy baggage of stinginess. Drop that baggage today, stand tall, and move forward with the lightness and speed of a true wealth builder. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us today. We hope this video has been a worthy investment for you. But remember that you are the architect of your own life, and every dollar you spend is a vote for your future. We are here to guide you every step of the way, providing the insights you need to navigate the financial world. Stay tuned for our next episode where we will dive even deeper into the secrets of the world's richest investors. This has been Han Invest TV. Invest in your mind, invest in your time, and we will see you next time.